As a loan officer, I try to find one lender that I can send most of my business, and in return, I expect better turn times, better service, and flexibility when it comes to loans that might be a little challenging. You provide a good service, you're gonna have a seamless transaction where you're gonna deliver a special service again to the clients. I see a lot of investment purchases these days, and especially now that the rates are like 1% lower, you have more opportunity for buyers to come and buy.
And here we go, another insightful episode of A&D Digest. Today we have Jose, the president of FAMP and also a successful mortgage broker. Jose, good afternoon.
Thank you.
Welcome back. That's not the first time that you are here. I'm really glad that we are having returning brokers to our studio. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much for finding time to do this.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting for one more time, and I'm glad to be here again.
I'm really excited. Today's topic is pretty interesting. I mean, as always, but this one is going to be a special one. We're going to be talking about the relationship and the partnership between the brokers and their partners.
Excellent. I'm ready for it.
Since you've been in the mortgage for a while, you know basically everything, you know everyone. What do you focus on when choosing a partner in the mortgage business?
So I think the main thing that you need to be looking on is a partner that you can rely on, that you can trust, that provide a good service, that have good processes in place, so that way you can obtain the best results for your business.
I definitely agree. So I feel like it all starts with one file, maybe like a weird one. After you see that the lender, for example, closes with any issues, that's, I believe, the first step, building trust.
Yeah, 100%. You need to start from somewhere. You know, you give them a try, you see how they perform, and if they deliver, that's your lender. You keep trying, and you develop a relationship with them, synchrony.
And that's brings us to the second question, but how do you build a successful long-term partnership with a mortgage lender?
I think it's a bilateral relationship where it's give from both ends. Like me as a loan officer, I try to find one lender that I can send most of my business, and in return I expect, let's say, a preferred treatment, better turn times, better service, and flexibility when it comes to loans that might be a little challenging.
Yeah, absolutely. What about how can reliable partner help a mortgage broker increase their deal flow?
Again, service. You provide a good service, you're gonna have a seamless transaction where you're gonna deliver a special service again to the clients, and therefore the byproduct of that is you're gonna get referrals from those clients.
When it comes to the purchases, I feel like one of the most important parts is always to make the real estate agent happy, like borrowers and the real estate agent.
Yes, 100%. You want to keep those two happy because that's your future business.
Right.
And in my case, that's where most of my business comes from, word of mouth, referrals, because that's our focus. Provide a great service, less headaches than everybody else, and great turn times.
Do you have more purchases than the cash outs, or it varies?
These days, as naturally occurring on this market, you're gonna have more cash outs, refinances now that the rates are lower. But we always try to focus on the purchase market.
And it's still going, right? People are still purchasing.
It is. People need places to live.
Right.
You know, people have different needs. They need to move. They have bigger families. They have smaller families. So there is always a change.
Owner ox or investment?
I see a lot of investment purchases these days. However, you always have the first-time home buyers that are getting into the market, especially now that the rates are 1% lower. You have more opportunity for buyers to come and buy.
Yeah, and they're still coming and growing.
Yes.
Right now with the hurricane in Florida, I believe the purchase is gonna stop for a second.
For a few days. Yes.
But later on, definitely. What is the most important support a lender should provide to the brokers?
I think it's good, which A&D does a great job on this. Transparency on the communication, and also accessibility to the team members. There are some lenders, they don't allow you to talk to the underwriters. In this case, you guys allow, which is good because you can clarify issues, questions, and it also helps the process to achieve better turn times and transaction.
Definitely, I
Yeah.
definitely agree. What common mistakes do brokers make when choosing partners, and how can they avoid them?
The most common mistake I see is loan officers find a lender that promise a very low rate.
Yeah.
They just go for it, and they lose a client, they lose future business because most of those lenders, they only can sell rates. And on paper, everything looks good, but the mortgage business these days is not only about rates.
Correct.
It's
Yeah.
about providing a good experience. At the end of the day, the buyer wants the house, they don't want the mortgage. So we need to make it
Right.
the best possible for them.
So you cannot just rely on the rate and what the lender is offering. You also need to check the guidelines, make sure that the income is gonna be fine.
Yes.
The property will work with that specific lender.
Correct. And also know that the lender that you're working with has flexibility when issues comes.
Right, up to the next one. What tools or technology do you use in collaboration with partners to streamline work?
One of my most favorite tools is the quick pricer because that
Right.
allows you to put clients on the spot. In seconds, you can give them an accurate rate, they know what to expect. You have all the matrices built in with the products and all of that, that's great. Also, you have the marketing hubs where you can, customize marketing material for open houses, for email campaigns or social media. That's excellent. And last but not least, and it's very important too, the ability to run property values, which gives you AVMs on the properties. That's also an excellent tool. That helps a
So
lot.
from the beginning, you will know what to expect and the right way to structure the file.
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful. What questions should brokers ask potential partners to assess their reliability?
Okay, to know how reliable a lender is, it's a bit tricky. You need to, I guess, work with them and give them a try. But you can ask other people that you know on the business, see if they have experience with them. Also, check the turn times, ask the number of closings they have, and reviews also.
Right.
You can check reviews. That's a good way to have an indicative of what to expect.
So people actually are checking the reviews and they want to know how the broker, the lender performs in the market and see if it's going to be a good source for them to send the business to, right?
Yes, yes. Reviews are great these days.
Yeah, that's really, really important right now to take care of them and provide even better service to make sure that
Yes.
the client gonna leave a better review.
Correct.
Beautiful. Jose, that was actually it. You answered everything very straightforward and it makes a lot of sense actually. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was a fast one. Yeah, if you have anything to share or you would like to let us something know, I'm here. We're also here.
I would want to say that if whoever is thinking to get into the non-QM business and want a good partner to work with, I 100% recommend A&D Mortgage. I've been working with you guys for the past 4 or 5 years, pretty much since I started in the business. Yeah.
Really, really happy to
Yeah.
hear that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, that's a wrap up. Thank you very much for taking time to watch this video. This is Nikita with A&D Mortgage. See you next time.